Today we are going to practice two things using the expression like talking to a brick wall and the difference between saying want to and wanted to. The expression like talking to a brick wall is used when someone refuses to understand, cannot understand, so nothing changes. Here is an example. Lisa told her dog to stop eating her shoes. But this action was useless because her dog didn't understand her words. Talking to her dog was like talking to a brick wall. Lisa told her dog not to eat her shoes, but it was like talking to a brick wall. We will also practice the difference between using want to and wanted to. Example, John wants to go to the beach. This is his current wish or idea. Let's change it to the past and see how it changes the idea. He wanted to go to the beach. By changing it to the past, we understand he had the intention to go to the beach, but something stopped him. Something prevented him. He changed his mind. He wanted to go to the beach, but he had to work. Welcome to the Professor English podcast, where we don't just talk about English, we practice English. My name is Ryan, and I am your host. Today, we are going to practice English by using the phrase like talking to a brick wall and using want in the past. This is a speaking exercise and a listening exercise. So if you want to improve your English listening and your English speaking while also improving your accuracy and your vocabulary, in other words, the whole enchilada, you have found the right video. There are no long explanations, just English practice. Practice listening and practice speaking. So if you're not clear how to use these words and phrases, don't worry. By the end of the video, the idea will be very clear, so be sure and watch until the end. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that if you prefer some visual help with this exercise, you can always see the video version on my YouTube channel, Professor English ESL Class. Now, let's start practicing English. Here is a situation. Mike wants to talk to his boss about getting a raise. By using want in the present tense, it sounds like this is his current wish. Let's change it to want in the past. He wanted to. He wanted to talk to his boss about getting a raise. Using want in the past like this makes it sound like he has changed his mind. He decided it was a bad idea. He's not going to do it. Since he changed his mind, let's ask why. Why talk to his boss? Why not talk to his boss? Why not? Why didn't he? 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 Why didn't he talk to his boss? Why didn't he talk to his boss about getting a raise? Here is the reason. Because his boss never listens. His boss ignores what he says. He wanted to talk to his boss about getting a raise, but his boss doesn't listen. He never listens. We can use the phrase like talking to a brick wall here. Talking to his boss is like talking to a brick wall. He wanted to talk to his boss about getting a raise. He wanted to talk to his boss about getting a raise, but talking to his boss is like talking to a brick wall. He changed his mind. It's a bad idea. It's a waste of time. Talking to his boss is like talking to a brick wall. All right, fantastic job. Let's try another situation. Mike wants Lisa to try Vietnamese restaurant. He wants her to try a Vietnamese restaurant. By using the simple present, it sounds like this is his current intention or wish. Let's change want into the past. He wanted Lisa to try. He wanted Lisa to try a Vietnamese restaurant. Now it sounds like this was his desire in the past. He thought about it in the past, but he's changed his mind. He realized this is not a good idea. This is a bad idea forget it. I'm not going to ask her. So let's make a why change his mind question. Why not ask Lisa? Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he ask? Why doesn't he ask Lisa? Why doesn't he ask Lisa to try? Why doesn't he ask Lisa to try a Vietnamese restaurant? Here is the reason. She doesn't like to try foreign food, and she is very stubborn, so there's no way she will say yes, ever. We can use talking to a brick wall here. Convincing her to try foreign foods. Convincing her to try foreign foods is like trying to talk to a brick wall. Convincing her to try foreign foods is like trying to talk to a brick wall. He wanted her to try Vietnamese restaurant, but convincing her to try foreign foods is like trying to talk to a brick wall. All right, you're doing a super duper job. Let's try another example. But before we do, I just want to remind you that if you find these exercises helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, Professor English ESL Class, so that you won't miss the next lesson. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, please take a moment to press the like button. It helps my channel so much and lets me know that you want to see more fluency and listening comprehension exercises just like this one. Now let's keep practicing English. Here is another situation. Mike wants to explain NFTs to me. This is a real life example. I don't understand NFTs. By using want in the simple present, it sounds like this is Mike's current wish. Let's change want into the past. He wanted to explain NFTs to me. Now it sounds like he had this wish or this desire in the past, but he has changed his mind. He no longer wants to explain this to me. He decided it was a bad idea to try this. Because we know that he changed his mind, let's ask a why not question. Why doesn't he want to? Why doesn't he want to explain NFTs to me? Here is the reason. Because I can never and I will never understand NFTs. It is impossible for me to understand NFTs. And he knows this. He won't explain it to me because I will never understand. I am hopeless. I will never understand NFTs. It would be like talking to a brick wall. Explaining NFTs to me is like talking to a brick wall. Explaining NFTs to me is like talking to a brick wall. He won't do it. He won't do it because trying to explain NFTs to me is like talking to a brick wall. He wanted to explain NFTs to me, but he changed his mind when he realized that explaining NFTs to me is like talking to a brick wall. All right, you did an amazing job today, and you learned some fantastic English. Congratulations, I knew you could do it. Remember that practice makes perfect, so you should repeat this exercise several times. Not just so that you can remember how to use these words and phrases, but also to improve your listening and your speaking skills. It's been really fun practicing English with you today, and I hope to see you again real soon. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the like button. See you in the next video with more interesting words and phrases.